So, when I joined KardiaChain in last year, I was talking to Hui and Tree and thinking more on the strategy how to help KardiaChain acquire more users and also building more the app for the ecosystem because the theme of KardiaChain was mass adoption, and I'm really think that if we approaching them on a very traditional way, that educate people on blockchains and pushing them to use it's not the way. So we we are thinking of new ways of approaching traditional business by building our own solution and showing them that they don't have to understand the technology for using it like internet or e- electricity, right? So a lot of people they are using, but they're not understanding fully of the technology, and the same with blockchain. So we are showing them how to building a very normal apps attract normal users and using the technology without knowing that they are using it. So that's a theme that we're building up in our team, and also talking to our partner through the very first two D apps, Kai membership and Kai starter. Yeah. Yeah, very good question. So, because the theme is mass adoption, so we believe that building our own solution is the way, is a very first step for educating people and showing them that how the technology works. But then to achieve the goal of mass adoption, we are needing an ecosystem that helping us to build more and more, decentralized apps or decentralized application using our chain. So in 2021, we are having another, business department that focusing on onboarding ecosystem and partners. So VCOM is the first step that we approaching. We are partnership with VCOM and become their member to bring in the blockchain solution for e-com player and logistic partner, and also for import export company in Vietnam. So that's the very first step. And hopping from this VCOM partnership, we can bring more and more, the app not only for card membership, but also helping enterprise in Vietnam they adopt the new technology on blockchains. So the big the top four e-com player in Vietnam, they all join e-com, which is the Tiki, uh, Lazada, which acquired by Alibaba, Sender, which is owned by a huge tech company in Vietnam called FPT. Yeah,
Yes.
and of course Shopee. Yeah, Shopee owned by C, which they have the gaming platform called Garena, which is huge inside Asia.
Mhm.
So there is top e-com player. There is also top logistic players in Vietnam, which is Giao Hàng Nhánh, uh, a local king of logistic company, and also there is a traditional government-owned company in logistic, which is called VN Post, and this is huge also. So we are
Yes.
also talking to VN Post and
Wow, that's
yeah,
pretty big now because I've came across VM Post quite a lot in my research. That's pretty huge.
yeah, they're huge, and they're open for the technology. We talk to them, they're exciting, but then I think we take step by step. So
Yes.
hopefully
Baby steps.
yeah, uh, I think focus is the key. So throughout my 10 years, um, so I mean, we in Trees always have a lot of ideas of how we can empower people to use blockchain. But then from business side, Um, I do believe that focus on every single partner and make it success is the
Yes.
key, and building a very strong foundation for the other partner to look at those at case study, and from the case study, then we can rolling out to the next partner without explaining again on how the technology helps them to grow. So yeah, that is our business philosophy in
Yeah.
right now in KardiaChain. Yeah. We're having a person in charge for that project. So I mean, for technologies and building ecosystem, they need definitely they need a lab, which is the R&D center that we are putting new ideas and new how can I say it, trends and sandbox trial to put on the labs. And from the labs, we are hoping to create a integrated and complex and well finished solution. So from the labs, we are hoping to bring back the whole technology and solution for using and applying on the partner later on. So that's the purpose of our labs right now, Galasimco, which is a huge company in Vietnam also. So by having them joining the labs, we are hoping to at first helping them to solve their problems, and also from the labs we are bringing more talents for R&D, and from there we can make it a scalable way to kind of like producing and nurturing solution for enterprises. Yeah, it's actually very good question and also very complex answer. But then I try to make it short. So I mean, decentralized ID was nothing too new. That's already happened in Korea, and it's proven as a real solution with track records. I think last year the market cap for DID in Korea was around 60 to 80 million US dollars, and definitely with blockchain. I haven't know the data for this year yet, but I think they grow with like triple or even like 10 times faster in this year. So with that approach, we are going back to Vietnam and found out that a lot of people, I mean, DID was the solution for user to controlling their own data and decide on which service provider can use the data and monetize the data, yeah, while getting back some you know incentive
Yes.
of letting service provider to use the data. So yeah, so that's the base core ideas of DID. And I mean, telco is always they're having a lot of user data, uh, but then according to the law of Vietnam also, they cannot selling it or using it to other parties. Let's say a bank company, they are checking a user and talking to telco to verify that if this user can open a credit card in Vietnam, but then from the traditional technologies and solution, they have to be back and forth and with a lot of signing on papers
Yes.
on sharing the data, and also there is a user consents and a lot of stuff happen in the traditional ways. So with a DID a solution, people can install a very simple app and decide on which data they want to be shared, and they can also see the return on sharing the data. While telco are now getting the user consent on selling the data, and also make them easier to talk with all the parties with the data in hand and monetize more from the user data. So yeah, so telco is the is the one that have a huge user base. That's why we start with telco. But then this technology can also expand to e-wallet and bank company, also with e-com. So yeah, that is the next target of the idea. We are building up the infrastructure. So because KardiaChain is uh, definitely we are global standard infrastructure blockchain company. So we are building infrastructure for different company and even different solution to talk to each other. So with Momo, we are not competing with e-wallet company or traditional bank company, but we are enhancing and give them solution to talk to each other using our infrastructure, using our chains. So that is our philosophy on doing business with them. Um, we have for like I said, we are taking baby step on every single solution. So we haven't talked to Momo, to be honest, on the technology, but we want to start successfully with telcos, and from the telcos, that they almost reach 100% of Vietnam population,
Yes.
right? So yeah, with telco, then yeah, we're hoping to expand the DAD solution for all the partners. Yeah, later on, that
Yes.
maybe second half of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Exciting views on YouTube. I've been working for the past 4 years, and I mean, Big Cat was a company that I co-found with my two co-founders in Big Cat, which focus on building up YouTube channels in Vietnam, and we are producing top channels in Vietnam right now with more than 10 million subscribers in Vietnam. I mean, back to the original ideas of why we are partnership with Big Cat and how it's helping our partnership grow with the other solution. So original idea was for Can membership. It was like a user acquisition strategy to acquire the user. But then to retain a user is a different story. So we in career chain we understand that, and we are bringing in the membership more and more tools for people to stay and then even investing. So that's why the idea of DeFi tools like Kickstarter, which is we take the idea from Kickstarter for sure. So when you take a look at Kickstarter or Indiegogo, it's a crowdfunding platform where people can investing money in project that they believe. So that's the ideas. And when we look back to how to use it and applying blockchain on this very exciting investing DeFi trends, so we see that uh, there is a huge pan on YouTubers and talents at the very beginning, anywhere, not in Vietnam, but happened in UK, US, and even in APAC. That they are starting with a very low investment for their YouTube series. Yeah, like when you open your very first YouTube, there is not so many supporter, and even with supporter, they finding very hard time to helping you grow the channel. With Kickstarter, we are empowering the user to not donating, because donating you are I mean for normal donation, right? So you can donate to the YouTuber that you like, but then the money is gone. But then with Kickstarter, you actually can invest in the YouTube, the YouTube channels or the YouTubers that you believe, and become part of their journey. And also you can not only investing, but you're getting back the API from the YouTube revenue, which is a proven. You can take a look at the views from their channels. Yeah, so from that idea that we're building up a solution called Kickstarter where people can invest money. So like even you later on, if you want to be a YouTuber and focus on blockchain solutions, and you want people to believe in helping you on the very first step, building your YouTube channels and getting more people know about the solution and blockchains, I think that's great ideas. And yeah, you can use Kickstarter for people to investing and supporting you. We believe that it's a very scalable way. That's why uh, also very exciting news, but we carefully pick up a partner for building a Thai talent. So Thai talent will be a part of Kickstarter where they are finding and training YouTube talents. And when we found out the talents, then the Thai talent team will putting and verifying the YouTube, the YouTube channels and uploading to Kickstarter for Thai holder to invest. So Big Cat was my previous startup that we are assetting it to Galaxy Group. Uh, so Galaxy Play is a one application from the Galaxy Group. I mean, in back to your question, so Big Cat was founding and owns the channels, and also from the channels we are um, building up a lot of talents in the channels. Yeah. Uh, at the very beginning, we have we signed a paper and a legal document to own the talent. Yeah, and we believe that a very good way to grow for the company, because let's take a look at Korea market where K-pop is very
Yes.
popular, and getting even mm, I think BTS getting a Grammy nomination, right? So take a look at those market, and we are thinking the same way in Vietnam. Um, very beginning, yes, we own the talents, but later on we found out that talents they don't want to be having the ownership
Right.
on their daily life. So that's why, I mean, again, through the solution called Kickstarter, uh, we believe that I mean people can invest in YouTubers, but then not more than 20% of their of the I mean of the shareholder, yeah, of the
Correct.
shares of their shares. So they still have 80% of their shares is there, and then
Yes.
when they're getting more popular, they can even using they can buy back their shares to the 100% if 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 they want to, of course. And yeah, it's more trusted and scalable way for growing talent and supporting talent. So that's why we are putting a lot of effort in the Kai talent and also Kai starter projects. So for business, it's an amazing team that we're building. Uh, but to be honest, we're having more less than 10 people in our team for business. Because again, the theme is mass adoption. So we don't do everything from outside, but we are doing the partnership and helping the partnership grows. So when a lot of partnership around it grow, then we believe that people use more and more of our technology using our own infrastructure. That's back to the core of
Yes.
KardiaChain. Yeah, that's where where KardiaChain start. So so back to the point, we're having a very lean team focusing on huge and potential partners and building solution for them to grow. So Kai Talent is one of the very easy way to see in the future. So right now it's still undisclosed yet to the public, but then we are partnership with a talent academy and company to helping them and building a solution for controlling their own talents and helping them to grow the talent. Then where people can put in the money later. So yeah, that's how we grow. Yeah. It's a JV that we haven't been discussed yet, but then there is much more bigger company in media. They are joining force and shaking hands for this talent company, and hopefully we can announce soon, yeah, in this quarter.